Yes, you guys did read the title correctly. In this video, I'm going to show my 6-figure per month product. Now, before I get hate for this video, this is not the current product I'm selling. And don't get upset by that because this is still going to be a crazy product that I scaled, I believe like 6 or 8 months ago to 100K per month. I'm going to explain exactly what I did, who I targeted for this product, how I did the marketing, how I grew the Instagram page to crazy amounts of followers, how I almost worked with Tana Mojo. I had her DM me. Brenda Song, who was the girl in Zach and Cody, she bought from our store. All of this stuff happened, and this all came to an end very quickly. So again, I'm going to break down what product I sold. I have it right here, and so I'm going to grab it in a second and show you guys, and then show you guys what targeting I did, what sort of ads I ran, all of that stuff, because this is something that people need to learn. So I figured this would be a good idea to just kind of thank you guys for all the support, because my channel has been growing pretty quickly and I appreciate that so much. So this is going to be a video just literally showing one of the products that I scaled to 6 figures per month. And there was a lot of downsides with this store. I'm just going to get into everything. Before we get into it, all I ask is that you guys smash the like button and click subscribe below, because I post daily dropshipping content and you guys will probably get value from my future videos, so might as well subscribe. But other than that, let's get into, I'm just going to expose the product right now, so I'm going to go grab it. Okay, this is actually kind of crazy. I didn't think I was ever going to show this product because there are just so many headaches with it, but you guys will learn from this. So drum roll, please. This is a product I scaled to 6 figures per month. It is a mini fridge, and I'm covering my logo because I don't want you guys to know the store I ran. And I'll explain why shortly, but I'll show you guys exactly what it is. It's essentially a mini fridge that looks all cute and stuff. So this product that I just showed you guys, the mini fridge, it was being sold on Amazon as a general mini fridge for you to buy for whatever. And what ended up happening is I ended up selling it to the angle as you can use it to store skincare. So it was actually a skincare fridge. And that was how I sold the product. Now, this angle was picked because I saw on Amazon a lot of people were reviewing the product and saying that they bought it for their skincare. Some people bought it and said they stored like medicine in it. Some people also said breast milk, but I thought skincare and having people store their skincare in it was going to be the best idea for myself. So that is the angle I ended up targeting for this product. There were competitors that were also selling skincare fridges, but I thought I could definitely get into the market, and I did. I scaled this store to 6 figures. It was cool and all, but there were a lot of issues. So number one, shipping was definitely a headache, how that's happened, and I'll get into the targeting and all that stuff, so just wait on it. This is just going to be a crazy video where I explain everything, but the number one issue is shipping. I actually was paying like $20 or $30 to ship an item that I was only selling for I think $69 or $79. And then it was costing me $20 per unit. So let's just say $45 shipped, and I was only selling it for like $70. That meant that my cost per purchase had to be below $25 for me to be profitable. So I was partnered with someone who was running the ads for myself, and he was very confident that we would be able to do this and scale profitably because he had told me he's done 8 figures and all this stuff. And long story short, that guy was not really good at Facebook ads. He didn't know what he was doing, and I'm not going to name shame or anything like that. I'm just simply saying that is what happened. That's when I realized Facebook ads were way more simple than everyone makes it out to be. Like, it's actually a very simple concept. So from this very unprofitable store, I learned a lot with Facebook ads, which is pretty cool. I learned who to target. I learned how to structure my ads and all that stuff. But this store did not make myself really like any money. So starting out for targeting, I was just simply targeting like skincare companies and then just girly types of interests, like really your most basic interests if you're trying to get into the beauty or makeup niche. I figured if I just dominated the market with good content, then I would be good to go, which is what I did in the beginning by stealing other people's content. I essentially just downloaded other Instagram pictures and videos from other competitors and used those videos as my own, which was very bad of myself to do. And that actually ended up getting me in some big trouble down the road, but I'll get into that shortly. So I was doing that, and I also was just running carousel ads for this product. Carousel and GIF, because at the time you could run GIF ads on Facebook ads. You can't anymore. I really wish you could because they look really good and they perform well, but you can't anymore. So I was literally making, I believe most of the income or revenue was coming from just carousel ads. Because if I'm being honest, we didn't even invest into creatives. Like, we got no custom badass creatives or anything like that. And it wasn't until the product started to die down because of financial issues, because the store was being scaled and we weren't even profitable, and then we had payment processor issues. It wasn't until then when we actually started ordering the product and getting it branded and all that stuff. That was one bad thing, but another bad thing was quality control was terrible. So this, I'm going to try and put this in, and it really, like, this little shelf does not go in properly. It just doesn't. So as you guys saw, I can't really put that lid in. It's actually a defective style of the product. Like, it's happened to basically all of my customers. And if you think about that, 100K, you get your product, like if you're buying this product for $70, you're expecting it to be amazing, and the freaking tray didn't even sit in the device properly. It actually, or the fridge properly. It fell on almost all of my customers, which then led to, and also that's not even counting the long shipping times that all of my customers had. And that's not also counting the fact that the supplier actually did not fulfill all the orders, and I had probably was getting over $1,000 worth of chargebacks every single day for like, I think it was like $600 to $1,000 worth of chargebacks every single day for like a few months straight, which hurt a lot because I lost a shit ton of money on the store just from that alone. But in itself, I didn't even quality check the product, and that was the biggest mistake I probably have ever made with any store, because again, before this, I didn't scale any stores to 6 figures per month, and this was like mid last year, or maybe like a little before midway through last year. So it's like I didn't really have crazy experience in scaling and testing a ton of different products. Like, yes, I had been doing ecom, but I never got over like a few $1,000s per day, like maybe 1 to 2K per day with influencers, because again, I was still fairly new to Facebook ads. I hadn't really gotten it to click, and I didn't know exactly what to do with it. So that happened, and simultaneously while we were running the store, I was actually having giveaway ads being ran towards my Instagram page, and I was launching a ton of giveaways, basically giving away 1 to 3 of these every single week. The overall thought process for this was, if we can just build up this Instagram page and have it be super engaged and, you know, a large following, we can end up selling to them in the future and make this a crazy profitable business. Well, long story short, we ended up getting the Instagram page disabled, which probably lost me like $10,000 to $20,000, maybe a little more. But I grew the page to I think 35 to 40,000 followers, and I'd spent a ton of money on engagement ads towards these giveaways, growing the following, and it was good because I was generating like $1,500 to $2,000 every single day off of just Instagram posts by giving away discount codes for this fridge and doing all that stuff, which was really good when the page was actually around. And then what happened is, again, like I mentioned, we took other people's content and we got our whole Instagram page disabled. Like, we couldn't get it back. Well, there were a few friends that said they could get it back, but at that point I was just done. If I'm being honest, the supplier wasn't fulfilling all the orders. I had the Instagram page just get wiped. We were getting chargebacks. It was a nightmare. Essentially, I went from making like $5,000 to $10,000 per month, which is okay, to then generating like 6 figures, and I was spending the money and fulfilling orders, and I wasn't really profitable. And then I started getting so many chargebacks to where that messed with me mentally quite a bit, because I was just like, I felt down a lot. Every single thousand, like if I made $1,000 in a day, it would probably get charged back from customers not getting their product and just being upset about that whole situation, which is completely understandable. But it was extremely tough for me because in order to actually see a positive like increase on my bank accounts, I was going to have to make like $500 to $1,000 a day every single day. It didn't matter what day it was, which was very hard when you're getting all this money taken out. You don't end up having a crazy amount of capital because it's all getting charged back. So that was something that was really unfortunate for myself. I saw my bank account tank, and it was just like a really hard time for myself. And I'm telling you guys all of this because a lot of people just look at numbers and don't ever see ad spend or anything like that and think that they should just scale their product to the moon. But you have to do a lot of things before you actually scale to make sure that the product is good, that your payment processors are in line, that all of that stuff is taken care of before you scale, or else you're gonna have a headache on your hands. So yes, I scaled this store to 100K per month, and it was unprofitable. Like the guy who was running my ads was like, oh yeah, like we got this, we'll make it profitable, easy. And then our Instagram page got shut down, and I was like, bro, we were generating 2K per day with just the page alone. Let's just shut down the store. And we got to the point where we were having famous people buy our products. Like Brenda Song, who was on Zach and Cody, literally DM'd the page and was like, hi, I bought the product and I didn't, like, it's been a week and I haven't gotten tracking. I was like, oh my god, Brenda Song bought from us and she is flipping out about us. Like, this is completely unreal. So I don't even know, I don't remember what I did, but I believe I ended up like expediting one to her, just getting it rushed to her because I felt so bad and also like wanted to have a good impression. And that was when it kind of started to click for me, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this whole like 20-day shipping thing because it's affecting a lot of my customers really badly. And I didn't want to be a business owner where I was just giving fast shipping times to people because they were famous. That isn't really how you run a proper business. So for myself, after that, I ran another store where I sold this other product that I'll show you guys in another video. And I ran ads with the same guy because he told me he was still good with ads, and like it was just very tough because Instagram disabled the page, and if they didn't do that, essentially he was saying like we would still be profitable. And then I ran another store with him, and he scaled my budget to like $4,000 $4,000 per day or $5,000 per day, and we only generated like $3,000. Like that's how he was scaling. He was really bad at scaling. So then I ended up just kind of telling the guy to F off because I didn't really need him. I learned that he didn't know what he was doing with Facebook ads, and I just learned how to do Facebook ads properly. So I was like, I'll just run this all on my own. Like, you can kind of piss off, because I was just done with having unprofitable stores, like high revenue, but they're just completely unprofitable, and that didn't make sense at all. So after that, I got into this, I would say, like, unique mindset where I was like, okay, I need to sit down and just think about like how much money I want to make, and then how I can also provide value with my products, because giving customers 20-day shipping or 30-day shipping is just not good. So I actually started ordering products in bulk from China and fulfilling orders that way, and then now I drop ship with way faster shipping, like 1 week shipping times and all that stuff. And if I'm being honest, because I have a lot of people asking me like, hey, if I'm a beginner, do I use AliExpress or what? You can, but like I personally, if I see a product that's I can sell for like $40, I don't use AliExpress. I just don't want to have to deal with the headaches and the potential chargebacks if your product doesn't get shipped on time. I don't want to deal with that. I've made enough money to where I can now be very selective with what products I pick, because after I got out of that rut, I started scaling stores heavily with influencer marketing on Instagram. I got into really good contact with some influencers, and then the beginning of this year, I started doing a lot of TikTok influencers, which made me a solid amount of money. And now I'm just in a position where I don't have to be super, like, I don't have to sell every single product. So that's definitely beneficial for myself, because now, again, I can just be way more selective, and I don't need to try and scale like 20 stores at a time. Like for myself, I'm only running 3 stores right now, because I just don't want to have to deal with all of the headaches that come with 20 to 30 day shipping times. And this is not to scare you guys off from dropshipping. I'm just saying this is a real life example. I'm almost positive no one in the e-com space who does YouTube videos has a store like every single store performs well. I'm sure they have some negative sides like this, but no one really talks about it. I just want you guys to be better off when you're starting out, and understand that there are going to be a lot of downsides if you guys don't run it perfectly, because again, you have to quality check the product, make sure your supplier is taken care of, and make sure he's actually fulfilling all of the orders. Make sure your payment processors are in line, and also just treat your customers well, because if you don't, chargebacks will come in heavily. For my new store that I just scaled to 0 to 100K in like 29 days, I have no chargebacks. I have 5-day shipping. I have great connections with all of my customers, because they all get fast responses on my live chats or on my phone calls or on their emails, because I value them immensely. A lot of people are used to chargebacks and stuff, but it's like if you treat your customers well and take care of them and actually run this like a business, you can have a long-term business and not some thing that does well for a few months and then dies. Even a lot of YouTubers on here, like I've seen people do $1 million reveals, like where they show the product off, where they talk about the $1 million store that they've ran. I know a lot of the stores that a lot of these guys are running, and they do not run them good at all. Like I'm not going to name drop, but I'm just saying there are a lot of people who don't tell you everything. I saw someone who scaled it sort of like $1 million pretty quickly, and he wasn't fulfilling all the orders. Customers hated him. And yes, the numbers are attractive and all that stuff, but just understand it's not all about that. You guys want to find a good product that does solve a problem for someone or provide some sort of value into their life, and you want to have all of your customer support on check and fulfill the order in a timely manner so that your customers don't hate you, because that will set you up well long term, and you will also have a clear conscience if you have a lot of returns and a lot of chargebacks. I'm almost positive it's going to be hard for you to have a good day every single day when you have that in the back of your head, like, holy shit, my customers hate me. That's going to wrap it up for this product reveal. Hope you guys got massive value from this, and you guys can try and sell this product. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm just simply saying I got a bad supplier and I didn't quality check the product at all. And it's not a product I want to even sell anymore, just because I had so many headaches with it. It brings up PTSD from the time when I was literally getting like $1,000 chargebacks every single day, which was very bad. But again, I hope you guys did get massive value. If you did make it to the end, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below. Again, I appreciate all the new love and support for this channel. I've been growing pretty rapidly, so again, I appreciate that big time. If you guys have any questions on this product or anything like that, I'll be super transparent in the comment section. So if you guys want to ask me really anything specific, go ahead and shoot your shot, because I'm not really selling this product anymore. So I have no issue answering any specific questions in regards to this product. I'm happy to do so and happy to help you guys out. A lot of people learn by seeing other products that are successful, and then they can create new niches and new angles for similar products and stuff like that. So hopefully, again, this does help you guys out. But other than that, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.